Lithium was asking, hey, how do you think about a draft set if you know nothing? How do you go into it completely cold? What are some of the ways in which you might think through it? So what we're going to do is I'm going to try to be really explicit about how I'm thinking about this. And I want to note a couple of things that I typically just use as some anchoring thoughts when I know nothing. Typically around 15, 16 creatures, you just want enough creatures in drafts. You don't want to wind up with 10 creatures and like 13 spells. Something like this can be really painful. So that's something I'm always looking for. And generally, I also want to say, do I have enough early game? And do I have enough late game? And as a simple heuristic, I try to make sure that it's like 2/3, 1/3. This is, again, very, very loose. Or sometimes like 80-20, where the 80 is at the early game. So, as we're going through this, one of the first things that I'm going to be looking for always is a bomb. Jin Gitaxias, Progress Tyrant is a bomb. Boink. So, this is where I can bring up this early game, late game idea. Jin Gitaxias, whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, copy it. Whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, counter it. And you can only do those once a turn. So if I get to this, I probably will win. I'll probably win. But you know what? This is going to inform how I think of my early game, how I think of my late game. So if I were an aggro deck, I want removal at the start, good creatures that can deal damage. I might be looking for 2/2s with haste. And then if I had a high end that was like a big dragon, I'm thinking of that as like finishing after I've done some damage. Jin Gitaxias. What's a good early game for Jin Gitaxias? Well, gosh, it's probably going to be something that's more defensive. 1/3s, 1/4s. Things like this. So, let's see if we can find some stuff. Let's see if we can find some good stuff. Exile target creature opponent with value 4 or greater. This actually seems totally solid and reliable. What's Satsuki Living Lore? I'm pretty much just going to get the Fall of Lord Kanda. So here's another different thing that I'm thinking. Typically, I just want good cards that are like, you know, doing stuff all by themselves. That's it. Moon Circuit Hacker is actually pretty nice. Moon Circuit Hacker actually seems pretty nice, right? It's a 2/1 that lets me draw. I'm still going to get this. Exile a creature with mana value 4 or greater. There's lots of creatures with mana value 4 or greater. Seems great. Things that I am not going to do, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm definitely all in on blue. We can do that if we want to. Yeah, especially with Otawara. Wow, that's really good. All right. Things I'm looking for: card draw to get to Jin Gitaxias, defensively statted creatures to stay alive till I get to Jin Gitaxias. Let's see, non-token artifact. You may pay this if you do create a token that's a copy of the artifact. That's actually insanely good. So this is, notice that this late game kind of card, this is something that I would play on turn 5 that's a flyer, and then as time goes on, I can get more value out of it. That's very similar to how Jin Gitaxias works, so I'm happy with that. If there was a 5 mana, say, 6/6 with haste, I mean, that does sound really good, but notice that like a 5/5 haster for 5 feels like it's very different. It's trying to do something very different. So, I mean, I see this malicious malfunction. This is perfect for this story of the early game. I want to stay alive. I want to delay, deny. Late game, I want to get value out of these kinds of things. Now, there's an argument to be made. Hey, maybe you shouldn't actually even get this. There's other things like Tamio's Completion. Tap, and it loses all abilities and doesn't untap, and it has flash. That might actually be a little bit more reliable. Modern Age is a very solid get to Jin Gitaxias faster. I actually think I'm going to get Temio's Compilation over this. But this and this are both cards that kind of factor into that. Now, to come back to Lithium's question about, dude, how am I supposed to be thinking about this if I'm like a new player and I'm like not entirely sure what to do? You'll notice that I did not even hover over or look at any of the other cards, and I don't know what they do. All right. Whenever it becomes attached, tap it. Short circuit. Yep, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Removal. Get rid of flying. Beckoner's Bargain. That kind of stinks. I think it's this or this. We might have gotten the artifacts, but frankly, I just can't read that quickly. Target attacking or blocking creature. Perfect. Deals damage to target attacking or blocking creature is perfect. We might even want an Uncharted Haven at some point. I prefer duels. So this is where, yeah, I think this is perfectly solid. Yeah, so this is where the story that I'm looking for is card draw, defense, like here's a defensive spell, this is a defensive spell, this is a defensive spell, this is a defensive spell, and card draw. So if we saw something that was really high value, like let's imagine this Trample Haster, ignoring all the other text. Let's say the Saga's really great and it leads to a Trample Haster. Does that fall under the theme? Really? Does this fall under the theme of defense? Is this actually falling under the theme of like buying time to Jin Gitaxias? An aggro card like that? Not really. Let's see here. This might be actually great to do. This early game, I can make something a 1/1. Era of Enlightenment also seems perfectly fine as a defensive card. This seems fine. Counterspell. I'm probably going to go with Awakened Awareness. I don't know, seems cool. Imperial Oath is just a very good late game card. So Guardians of Oboro is a good example of the, wow, I might really want something like this. Early game. Hell yeah. I'm going to go for Imperial Oath because I think it's an insanely good card. It's good to get to and sort of throw the defense up. So if we're looking at this, how would I evaluate this? Well, you heard me say I kind of want like 80% early game or like 2/3, 1/3, and I only need a little bit of late game. And right now, after I get this Imperial Oath, I mean, as you can see, I'm actually getting some late game. I'm getting some good late game. So I want to be thinking about some early game stuff. Ecologist Terrarium is eventually something I'll probably want. But we do have a Wanderer's Intervention. I think this is actually very acceptable for us. And it looks like we're blue-white. Blue-white control, probably. But you can even hear my hesitancy in calling it control, you know. This is a good example of a very high-value card that doesn't really have a damn thing to do with our plan. Our plan is early game defense. Early game defense. So here, if I am looking at having the choice between a Mothrider Patrol and a Blade Blizzard Kitsune, in a broad sense, if you've given me 70 cards, I might, or not 70, Jesus. If you give me 45 cards and I need to put like 70% of them into a deck, this might wind up in the deck, but compared to these two, notice that this one is better as a defensive focused card. Lucky Offering is actually very good removal. Destroy target artifact with mana value 3 or less. You gain 3 life. There's just a ton of artifact creatures. Mothrider is very mediocre in this format. I've seen, yeah, the format does seem pretty aggressive, Patrick Mende. Pretty aggressive, but I am spending all of my seconds speaking to a sort of newbies builder advice session as opposed to spending time stressing and focusing on some of these other components. So we have some interesting stuff, and let's think about what are our issues. So I'm noticing I have some defense. I don't know if I'm going to be running this card, but I have some defense. I'm kind of worried about maybe not having enough draw, not having enough early game. So in this situation, should I go for more late game? Should I go for some early game solid creature, draw, discard, and defense? Should I go for this? I actually will heavily lean towards one of these two, and probably the Modern Age, because I can just throw it out right away. So notice that I'm feeling really happy with Jin Gitaxias, Imperial Oath, Replication Specialist. I'm feeling really good about these. But I'm feeling a little bit concerned about my early game. Now, again, I'm speaking from a real simplistic, like, you know, let's just... One less for each champion control. I'm speaking just in regards to this kind of simple heuristic. I see another Modern Age, which, you know, same argument as before. But I want to note that there's some argument to be made of, hey, should I get a Sky Blessed Samurai? It's a 4/4 flyer. You know, maybe I have some enchantments. I could reduce the value of it. Well, again, what's a simple-ass story of our deck? Simple-ass story is early game defense. Late game pop off with this stuff. We might actually want Intercessor's Arrest. We might want it. I think that it's reasonable for either of these, because they both fill the theme of early game, trying to defend. Skybless Samurai, is this a power card in the late game that'll help us win? No, it's just like a 4/4 flyer. So that's why I'm ditching that one. This might actually be a Moon Snare Specialist. I think I'm just going to pick it. It is a creature. It's okay. It gives us a little bit of delay. It's all right. Goshen Tai, that seems good. Mirror Shell Crab seems very up our alley, excuse me. Goshen Tai of Lost Wisdom is actually all right and has incredible art. I like Mirror Shell Crab in our list because we have like instant speed removal, instant speed deal with things. It's also an artifact to go along with these two. I'm going to get the Mirror Shell Crab. It's also a crab, and you know I love those. Alright, I'm seeing a ton of red. Goshen Tai of Ancient Wars is actually quite good. So I actually think I might actually pick up the Goshen Tai. Do these cards feel good? No. Feel terrible. And this is only artifact, instant, or sorcery, right? Yeah. I'm going to pick this up. I might not run it. But again, in terms of just theme, this is something that if I'm left alone, I can just ping-pong you away with. Okay, great. Imperial Oath. Perfect. Perfectly in line with what we're trying to do. Jin Gitaxias can clone it. I love Imperial Oath. Two target creatures get +2/+2 until end of turn. Meh, whatever. Spell Pierce, I mean... Is this or Voltage Surge? I'm going to go ahead and pick up a Voltage Surge, although I'm not entirely certain I'll run it. Anchor to Reality. This might be okay. Because it draws a card. And we have a couple of weird ways to make creatures. We even have this Iron Apprentice. I'm amazed to see these cards. What has cool art here? Let's pick one with the coolest art. The Ronin's pretty sweet. I like this pig just smashing. This reminds me of my dog, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this one. Dramatis Puppet. We might actually want the Uncharted Haven as a way to get red. Suit Up is hard to run too because we're a little light on creatures overall. Let's go ahead and get the Uncharted. Unbelievable. Let's see. This art's cool, so let's pick this. I mean, Lithium, if you're playing this and you're like not seeing cards that you really want, I don't really care. Oops. Hey, Moonsnare Prototype. It's literally a spell. Let's go ahead and get the Crackling Emergence. Let's put this up here. So, what am I looking for? Well, that is some interesting stuff. I think Spirited Companion is good. Guardians of Oboro is very reasonable. This is a 2/4 flyer, but this is more something that helps with creatures. Because this is a good example of something that I'm just not that interested in getting. Well, actually, let's go through the analysis. Are there any of the uncommons or rares that are good for us? Perhaps the Goshen Tai of Lost Wisdom. Perhaps. What about in any of these other ones? Does this follow in the theme of something that will help us defend early or crush late? Nope, doesn't. We cross it out. This does help us defend early and draw into late, so it's a perfect pick for us. There's another complication. Yeah, see this? Ooh, it's a 2/2 that can give me lifelink. Is this good? Does this help me stay alive? Not really. It's just like a 2/2 for 2 mana. I think Tamio's Compliation is going to be a good one for us to snag. We just want control. What does this one do? If you control an artifact and an enchantment, create that. Yeah. Selfless Samurai saves your Jin Gitaxias. Oh, I didn't realize it did this second thing. I'm going to ignore the second thing for now because I can only read so fast. Goshen Tai of Hidden Cruelty. Hmm? I'm grabbing this. The other option is the Searchlight Companion. I mean, kind of actually want to get the Intercessor's Arrest. I think that this is more reliable than this ridiculous shrine idea that I have. There's another shrine coming, I believe. You know what? I guess I'm going to keep it. What's Reality Heist? Nope, don't need that one. I'm going to get the Crab. Crab is very good for us. Two Uncharted Havens. Yeah, Mirror Shell Crab. I'm going to get the Crab. We're a very slow control-y deck. Spirited Companion. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. What's this? Sky Swimmer Koi? Don't even care. Another Goshen tie. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, this is a good example of, hey, what am I looking for? Lifelink, things that have more toughness than... Oh, really? Oh. Or do I want the Guardians of Oboro? I like things that are early on defense, huh? I think 3 is maybe too many. I think I should have not gotten that. Yeah, no, I think that was incorrect. I think I actually wanted the other one. I wish I had some other ones here, like this. So let's start cutting stuff. Yeah, I think that I probably only want 2 of these no matter what. But so one of the ways in which I always do my deck building that just simplifies stuff like crazy is I start by overly cutting. This seemed ambitious. Cut it, cut it. I'm only going to run 1 of these at first. Why at first? Because again, I'm overly cutting. This is a vanilla creature. I'll cut it. Suit up. I'll cut it. Moonsnare Specialist. I'll cut it. Lucky Offering. I actually think this is barely good enough just because of my knowledge of how many artifacts are here. This might not be good enough. This might not be good enough. This might not be good enough. And I find that by just bellowing, dude, I'm going to cut everything aggressively. Then you can actually see sort of where your stuff lies, where your strengths and weaknesses lie. So we have this. Mirror Shell Crab I really like in our deck for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's a 3-mana instant speed spell. Are we doing other things at instant speed? A reasonable question. Wanderer's Intervention says yes. Short Circuit with Flash says yes. Tamiyo's Completion with Flash says yes. We have instant speed plays that we're making. I don't think there's any other instance that we have. Okay, cool. So this Mirror Shell Crab, the channel works nicely. Would we ever actually want to play it as the 5/7? Well, dude, this Replication Specialist, whenever a Mirror Shell Crab enters the battlefield, we can just pay a little bit extra and clone it. Holy shit. Jin Gitaxias, a pair of Imperial Oaths. Wow. I actually feel like we have our high end, especially with the versatility of the Mirror Shell Crab. We have it on lockdown. We have it super on lockdown. What am I worried about? I'm really worried about dying before I get to some of this good stuff. So that's where pretty much all of my focus is going to be on. Pretty much all of my focus is going to be on. One way to do this. So if I put in the Goshen Tie of Hidden Cruelty, if I put in the Goshen Tie of Ancient Wars, these are more ultra late game. I'm actually, as much as I love the idea of doing some really stupid stuff with this, I don't think I'm going to spring for both. I think I'm going to spring for both. I'm actually just going to build this very slowly and very calmly. Let me get out of this. I don't trust this thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it looks like we have 12 creatures. Probably want to get in some more creatures. Just as good, reasonable defenders. I think Golden Tail Disciple is a good candidate. Feels to me like there's a good candidate for... Yeah, I think I actually have convinced myself that Golden Tail Disciple seems pretty good. I think Mothrider Patrol, it's just another creature. 2 luck offerings might actually be a fair thing, a fair comment. Yeah, I am going to do this because this lets me discard the lucky offerings if they're useless, kind of helping me with the early game a little bit more. I'm going to, again, put in a Moon Snare Specialist because it's just some creatures. So right now... Oh, God, let me not do this. Decur. Right now, you can see that we've sort of just put in some... Honestly, some, like, boring creatures, right? This is a 2/3 lifelinker. Almost always, this is a 2/2 for 4 that bounces at things. Right? This is basically what these 2 cards are in our deck. Wait, whoa, could we possibly, like, put in shrines and do some crazy stuff? We have Uncharted Havens. Can we get, like, multiple shrines going? Probably. We probably could, but, I mean, good God, we have this and this and this. We have some good finishers. I don't see a reason to go... weaken our early game when we could just help guarantee we get to the same boring late game again and again. So I think I'm actually going to put in the Mothrider Patrol as our final card. Calm and basic. There it is. Ooh, could we have gone for a bunch of these and a bunch of these and a bunch of these? I mean, yeah. Consider Iron Apprentices. Iron Apprentice is actually pretty good. Pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and open up the Pulse. Managed Prediction. Bam. How many wins will Day 9 get? Bam. So now that we're going to go into this, again, notice that in my late game, there's really 3 cards. Replication Specialist, Imperial Oath, and Jin Gitaxias. These are the 3 cards that I'm going to be looking for. I mean, 4, obviously, if you count the duplicates, but 3 different named cards here. And that's kind of it. Because Jin Gitaxias is insanely good. Replication Specialist, especially with, like, our little crab guy, is very, very good. Even just a 3/4 flyer is very good. And then we have a ton of removal, which is very good. That's it, right? Why keep the last Goshen tie? Would the Iron Dude be better? This is an incredible blocker. It's a 0/4 flyer. And so a way to think of this card is that it's an amazing defensive card against air, against ground. Do we need early defense? Yes. Is the Iron Apprentice an amazing defensive card? It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, another candidate that we could have considered. Actually, let me look at this. Suit Up. Suit Up is another one that I think is interesting because it lets me kill a thing and draw a card, which is a very good value play. Suitably better than Mirror Shell Crab. Well, I'm going to keep both the crabs in there. I'm going to keep both the crabs. There it is. There it is. Right. Let's hang on to it. We have some early plays. We're going for the long. We have a lot of defensive cards here. Modern age, baby. Modern age. Alright. Iron Hoof Boar. Interesting. So, I mean, we're really just playing ultra chill. This is a 2/2 flyer. I'm going to kill the 3/2. I'm going to clear out this one. Rats. Rats, rats, rats. Okay. This is white. Yeah, let's just Wanderer's Intervention this. Simian Sling, huh? So I'm just gonna remove the one that deals the most damage. You'll see that because I was behind a land, this is very severely hurting us. And I mean, no reason to get complicated. This can get reconfigured onto one of these, but a 3/4 is a reasonable blocker. Aramis says, hey, Nine, of all the sets released in the last year, which one do you think has the best draft format? Well, I'm not 100% certain about which one is the best, because, I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't play that much draft. I really liked AFR, like, a lot. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's go, Spirited Companion. Okay. Okay, so X equals 0. Should I? No. It's not the best. I thought Strixhaven was amazing. I loved Strixhaven. Alright, we can Tamio's Compleation, some stuff. Looks like we are more than likely dead here. Yeah. So, whiffed on a land, and if we'd hit the land, I think we would have been alright. But hey. Let this game be a really clean example of why I spent so long going, how do we just, like, stay alive at the start of the game? And we had a suspicious keep. A suspect keep. And that's alright. Now, there's one thing I want to stress, Lithium. The thought process that I applied is by no means, here is how to go into a draft knowing nothing and get 7 wins. Rather, I am noting what are some reliable, ultra-simple plans that will allow you to feel a little bit more competent while drafting. So that way you're not feeling like you're looking at a pick going, what do I do about this one? And then kind of clicking and picking randomly, you know? So this is actually just the kind of thing that we are hoping that we got earlier on. Oh, actually, I did a ton of drafts in Strixhaven, I think. But yeah, I love Strixhaven. Alright, terrific. Let's just go ahead and start going deep in the deck. We have a lot of plane, so we may as well get rid of that. What is this? Okay. Let's discard this plains. And let's play this as a plains. So, I want to note something. I'm not trying to smash down some of my big dudes as fast as humanly possible. I'm not necessarily looking to do that. Actually, you know what? Stay there. Patchwork automaton. Alright. Hello, buddy. Hello, beautiful. Hello, my darling. Web spinner cuff. It's a reconfigurable guy, huh? Seems like a good time as any to just... There you go. There you go. There you go, little cat. Blocks or become blocks gets +1/+1. Interesting cards. Sure, we'll take that damage. So I think that Replication Specialist is the best one here. I think, broadly speaking, what I would like to do is Tamiyo's compilation on the Patchwork Automaton. That feels probably best. And the Papercraft Decoy, we're probably going to give the -1, so -3, -0. Perfect. Oh my god. So I'm actually going to go ahead and play the Spirited Companion. And what we're looking to do is just delay, 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 delay. Alright. We're going to hang on like this. We don't really need to play the Golden Tail Disciple. Alright, cool. We're going to Chairman you control to the dog, sure. Doggy goes back. That's pretty sweet, huh? Okay. So, in this position, the only thing that is actually a threat at all is this geothermal Kami. It's just not... There's just nothing that's really an issue. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to play this right now, the geothermal Kami. And then if we peel a land, we're just going to play Jin Gitaxias. We know exactly what they can possibly have. Yeah, you can sacrifice it, it's fine. I'm probably going to Tamiyo's compilation on the Patchwork Automaton. There it is. How you doing? God, it's just like my favorite little cat in the whole world. Defender Reach is a bit of a pain. Great, terrific. Look, nice little gentle circles. Nice little gentle circles. Good stuff. What is this? Haste to Vigilance. Great. So So I'm actually just going to do this on the... I think this is actually fine to do. It's going to say Ward 2. It's going to complain. I'm just going to pay it. My brain's melting. For some reason, I thought this already landed and was targeting this thing. All right, well, you know, sometimes your brain just, you know, sometimes it just hurts. I was so busy doing giant... Oh, what's this? What's this in your little fur? Doing nice, gentle little scritches on this kitty. What's this in your little fur? Got something stuck in there. Is that litter? Oh. My brain was occupied on the most important task. Look at this cat. She's just fucking so happy. Kabow. Shit. Hang on to this and probably be exiling that. So this is whenever it blocks or becomes blocked. If I say quad block this, does that mean it has become blocked 4 times? Does anyone know what this means? I believe that if it becomes blocked, that's just a single trigger. So this is going to be a 5/5, which is going to get reduced to a 2/5. So if I block like this... stuff. All right. This is fine. Oh, wish that I could play a Jin Gitaxias. Would that I could. I'll heal, let them draw a little bit. Actually, I should have been swinging with this Wanderer's intervention to kill this Bamboo Grove Archer. Yuck. Yuck. Super gross. Disgusting. I think slamming Jin Gitaxias is good. I think slamming Jin Gitaxias is good. This is for instants, sorceries, artifacts. We have a good amount of instants, sorceries. Let's have Krablars. Sure. Cool. Alright, let's go, Jin Gitaxias. Let's go. Fall of Lord Konda. This one, please. No, because we don't know how many times they're going to be blocking. This card rules, man. Alright, got him down to 30. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I have so much hair on my face. And facial hair. Hello. Oh, you're such a good cat. Oh, Scritches. Oh, Scritches. This fucking cat rules, man. Look at her little pink mouth. Look at her little happy expression. Oh, this is the best ever. Alright, that's fine. Do you want more Scritches? Oh. Oh. Killing Selfless Samurai is an amazing moment. I'll play Jin Gitaxias. Maybe I just got countered. You know, sometimes you just get countered. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be a 7/7 flyer. I'm gonna awaken awareness on my own guy and start swinging in the skies. What? What? I mean, I'm real fucking suspicious about that shit. I mean, I will take 1 damage. Okay. Whoa, baby. This is an insanely good draw. So we can't actually do anything because this obnoxious sky turtle can be channeled to return this. It's fine. What's the sorcery speed? So this... Okay. Alright, well, it kind of had things correct. So what are we trying to get back here? Is this the game? I don't understand how this is the game. I think they may have leveled themselves. Okay. No stops for me. Yeah, the value loop is you season a renewal, and you cast to get back Colossal Sky Turtle and one other thing. Then you Colossal Sky Turtle to get this back, and then you cast this again to get back the Colossal Sky Turtle and one other thing. The problem is we just counter stuff. I'm a blue player. Alright. It is a 5/8 defender. So this is now a 3/3 with a 1/1, so it'll be a 2/2, and this will be make it a 2/6. Doesn't help it very much, does it? Four, 5, 6, 7. I think this is good. Colossal Sky Turtle could bounce it. This is going to be the longest draft of all time. Are you kidding me? This is insane. Suit Up. Suit Up is going to let us draw twice. Got him to 25. Oh my gosh, we're approaching the original health amount. God, this cat hair is just all... it's all over me. Then I'm going to channel return this, and then when I cast this, it's going to get counterspelled. Master's Rebuke, really? Oh, I see where I'm making it a mistakey. I think Vector Glider's doing some good stuff for us. So Master's Rebuke is going to try to have this fight this. Which I think will work, as long as there's multiple spells getting drawn. And if there's not multiple spells getting drawn, it will not work. I should probably swing out. All right. Oh. Oh. Well, sometimes you suck. You know, and that's all right. Shoot it! Can't believe I've done this. Save this, that way next turn I can draw two. That's okay, sometimes you just, you know, you just hemorrhage cards. Because it's hard to play. This is the game, you know? Okay. Yeah, I should have swung previous turn. Rats. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have. I think this is fine. That player mills. Alright, let's get this party started on a Saturday night. Alright, excellent. Excellent. Alright. Excellent. Bam. Calm, 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 calm. Hey, Lithium, you still here, Lithium? I'd like to let that game be a good example of the plan. The plan is just delay. The plan is delay, get to Jin Gitaxias, and then start to grind him out. That was the plan. You know how I was saying you kind of want like a 2/3 early game, 1/3 late game, or like 80-20, something like that? I mean, this is like... It's such an arbitrary statement as to be wrong a lot of the times, but... I think this is not good enough. That'll do. I don't want the super low value stuff, and if I'm running a little dry. But the thing is, like, you'll notice that most of the time was spent with me delaying, 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 waiting, 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 hanging out, hanging out, hanging out, hanging out. I think the Moon Snare Specialist is the one that I probably am not as interested in here. Just delaying, 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 delaying. If I decided to myself, ugh, I don't really like what I got going on here. I want to adjust. I want to fix it. Clearly, there's still maybe not enough early game. The trap that I tried to avoid... I think I just want card draw at this point, huh? We're desperate to get to some landies. Okay. I think I want the Imperial Oath for sure. I mean, we can actually probably win with these 2/3s in the air. But, like, I didn't fall into this trap of being like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make a ton of super sick, awesome, crazy shrine nonsense BS, you know, and kind of wind up falling apart. Didn't want to fall into that trap. My opponent has been playing slow. So slow, 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 slow. Pay 4 to draw a card? Wow, that's some good stuff. Pay 4 to draw a card. Wow. So I'm getting rid of that one. We are not going to block. We'll probably block next turn, because we're going to be on the defense. So the question is, should we get rid of this first, or play out our bigger spell first? I think we want to get rid of this first, because Imperial Oath on the top allows us to really get into a good stable position. If this thing attacks, we double block. This can be a long-term solid card for us with our Crablars. Fall of Lord Kanda will eventually turn into a 1/3 defender that on death can draw. This is a huge problem. So now this has first strike. So I'm not going to block once. We'll take 7. We're going to go to 9. We're going to have the 1/3 out. All right, all right, all right. Just going to keep chilling. Pick off this. If my opponent tries to counter with the crab, we have the 3 available, which is neat. Great. Shit. Well, 2/3s have not done much. Rats. This is a 3/4. This is a 4/3. Oh my god, Easy BFT. How good to see you. How good to see you, Easy BFT. I was unable to continue to watch Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. I was unable to do it. It's devastating, truly. So I block here. All right, on the Replication Specialist. Have to block in the air, like you just don't care. First strike, first strike. Now, if I block this, this can first strike down one of them, and then not kill the other one. There could be a, you know, smash the face spell like the one that we've been casting, this Wanderer's Intervention. That's alright. We actually went pretty deep into the deck to only hit 5 land. Looked at 16 cards. I don't think we've scryed any. Oh, we did. We scryed 1. So we've looked at 17 cards. Yep. The ideal outcome. The ideal outcome. The ideal outcome. This won't die then. Oh my god, as if by fate. Destroy an artifact. Probably not block this. Apo Koala says, how you feeling today, Sean? Feeling pretty positive. Feeling pretty positive. Not going to block that. I'm just going to. Lucky Offering. This is mana value 3 or less. Yes, yes, yes. That's all right. Not much is going to happen for a little bit of time. All right. Just do like this. Just not mess around. I really want to draw a card. I'm so good. I'm the best. I'm the very best. It's incredible. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. This guy does have first strike, which is a little bit of a pain, but that's alright. Lithium 24 gifting us 5 on this fine Wednesday. Ed. I'm gonna answer your the finished thing I was saying to you, then finish thing I was saying to April Qual, then come back to Lithium 24, who is kindly gifting us 5 on this day where we are just trying to give the babiest of advice for babies. So first, Ed. Last weekend. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we gotta do this. Ed, this weekend I was unable to watch any Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, but this weekend, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing this weekend. I'm watching Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. That's what we're going to be doing. Ava Koala asks, how am I doing? I'm very tired. I'm in a good mood. I'm in high spirits, but I am tired. I am a tired boy. Tired boy. Very exciting things happening. Such as oodles of streaming. Why? Sure. I was honestly expecting a double block. Enchantment from here. I'm amazed that that's the one that's here. I'm gonna block with all 6. Because if I blocked with 1, then there's a chance that I could live. I mean, dude, it went to that Bridgerton party. Oh, so good. Crab. Ward toi. Feels good. A lot of interesting things happening behind the scenes of Day 9 TV. A lot of exciting things happening behind the scenes, too. Double block's fine. We'll kill this. And then just start swinging in with all these guys. Very excited. Gonna go out. Got a little date tonight. Old date. Pretty excited about that little date. Oh, Imperial Oath. Get out. Oh, my God. Ooh, that is some good shit. What are the plans for said date? Love. True love. Why not send the team there? It was an option. It was an option, JM Chat. We could have done it. Don't even need Jin Gitaxias. Don't even need it. And as is customary on the channel, JM, anytime there's a why not question, almost always it's more valuable to instead state in a sort of additive way what you would have, what the idea is behind your motivation. Because if you say, if you look and you said, hey, in that last situation, I would have sent in the team because reason A, B, C, and the health is like this, and if they blocked like that, this would have happened, and there it is. Because then we actually have stuff to discuss. Because then I actually know what you're referring to. Then I can actually take some of the effort that you've put in as a way for us to have a conversation. Blue. Otherwise, it's just me doing guesswork trying to estimate the reasoning behind your statement. Ow. What is this? Ooh. Alright, I'm going to play the Spirited Companion, and we're looking towards Tamio's completion. Modern Age we might do sooner rather than later. Wasn't there a Resotron in the deck? Nah. Baloop says, I would have sent him the team because he had to block the crab. Otherwise it was lethal. Either he didn't kill the crab or it would have taken 8 more damage. Ah, nice. Modified creature. Seems like a reasonable time as any to send in a block. Joe Monkey says Monkey Bones is looking to go into STEM, specifically aerospace engineering. If we head out west to look at USC and Harvey Mudd, where else should we visit? I mean, those are the two schools I went to, so I think those are great. I mean, Harvey Mudd actually is. If you're looking to go into STEM, Harvey Mudd should be your #1 choice, period. Or MIT. Like, you can also look at Caltech. That is one that, in a literal sense, exists. UCLA is a school that literally exists, but, I mean, when it comes to just quality and the education you'll get, I mean, Harvey Mudd is like light years above every single other. It's light years above every single other tech school program. So I'm gonna Tamio's completion this guy like right away, probably. A good one to lock down. Still have to be a little bit careful. Still have to be a little bit crabful. So what was the reason for putting Spirit and Companion at the bottom of the deck last game? I don't think we did. Did we? I don't think so. I'll probably Modern Age and chill. Mirror Shell Crab's a good one to have here, with such small amounts of land. Harvey Mudd's the kind of school that's, like, so high quality in terms of... it's probably fine to counter, right? It's, like, so high quality that, like, I mean, a lot of... finance and tech companies just specifically try to hire only mudders. So probably don't want the Moon Snare Specialist. I actually think I am gonna dump the Fall of Lord Konda. Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible. You know, one of the things that I really think makes Harvey Mudd such an exceptional school is they're really, 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 really keen on you developing the skills and the skill set and having the skills be very relevant. Alright. Halfway through the deck, we got a Jin Gitaxias out. That feels pretty good. Yeah, Harvey Mudd it's a small school. It's about 800. Well, it was 800 when I went there. Maybe it's gotten a little bigger, but it should be like 800 to 1,000 students. The teachers are incredibly involved. Unbelievably involved. constantly available, work really hard to be the school works really, really, really hard to be a good educational focused school, which is different from something like a lot of the big Ivy League schools have teachers that are focused more on their research, and they do very important and prestigious research. And if you can join one of those teachers' research laboratories, you can learn a lot there. But when it comes to attending a lecture and having an engaged and focused and present professor, Harvey Mudd's, it's basically like #1 in the country. Like there is no school that I have ever heard of, even remotely close, that has teachers that are as high quality and like aggressively attentive to their students. Which is different from, you know, for instance, I had friends that went to some big... Oh, that's a nice one. Should probably begin attacking here. So if there's a triple block, we're going to flash this in, put it on this one, and then deal damage to these two. Good. That's the correct order. 3, 2. Still 0-0. So, I am going to swing with everything, because it'll put our opponent to 10. Which means that they basically die next turn unless they do stuff. Yeah, I mean, I literally have nothing but absolute gushing praise for Harvey Mudd. And I mean, like, to not call out a specific university, but I had friends that went to or either met people later in life that attended really top prestigious Ivy League universities that it seemed like was kind of light on the coursework, had a lot of sort of more chill experience. There was some good education that happened, but the focus is more on being able to say you attended the university instead of the focus being on the material that you actually learned that's going to be relevant in life. And it's one of those things where, like, if there is someone who submitted a resume to me and said, I went to Harvey Mudd, Harvey Mudd's reputation is that it is an extremely difficult, challenging school that just does not give good grades, period. It works incredibly hard to make sure that the average... I think the average GPA at the school is like a 2-something. Let's see here. This is okay. We have Modern Age. We can cycle through. There's only been 10 4-0s in the history of the school. Which is great. Which is incredible. Because... Alright, we're just going to do this. And probably actually dump the Golden Tail Disciple. I like my Crabblers. Which is incredible. Because, I mean, how often... Ooh, this is a little tough. Which, you know, if you think about... Andron says, who includes their GPA on their resume, anywho? If you look at... I don't think I want this. If you look at, like, when there are career fairs at the end of college, GPA shows up there. Or if you're looking at someone who's right out of college, that'll often show up there. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Whoa. But yeah, I mean, if every person at your school has a 4.0 and all of them are incredible students who have the best, most well-reviewed 4.0. I have 4, you have 4, we all have 4.0s. I'm actually gonna get rid of this one. Like, how, there's nothing to discern. There's nothing to figure out. You know, it's like, what does that mean? If you get to, like, 3.0 at Harvey Mudd, that's like, holy shit. It actually means something. And the fact is, if you get any amount of depth into applying to jobs, absolutely not. If you get any amount of time and depth into applying to jobs, you're just gonna find that there is, like... What a perfect roll. You're gonna find that there's a metric shitload of people that will not look at your GPA, that don't care at all. And this is where the reputation of Harvey Mudd comes in, where it's an extremely rigorous, extremely hard, incredibly workload heavy, but also incredibly supportive school environment. There's a lot of damage in the air. This is why we like this replication specialist. A Mind Link Mac. Perfect. Ah, excellent. Behold. The fact that this reality chip is here letting them play off the top is very, very good. That's super sick. I think it's good to do this. Just get this out of the way. We're gonna have Jin Gitaxias here. Oh no, we're gonna have Imperial Oath here. Fucking holy shit. We got a really wide board, man. So wide. Jin Gitaxias. 0 top, 2 bottom. Wow. GPA, like, really does not matter in jobs. In job applications. When you get any amount deep. If you're, like, right out of school and you have, like... No, you have, like, very literally almost nothing. Alright, so let's see here. If I Fall of Khan to this, we have 5 attackers. There's 3 blockers. So they're going to have to block everything. Right? So we delete this, and then we just do this. They're going to have to block here, and they're going to have to block there, and they're going to have to eat a guy in the sky. Maybe Jin Gitaxias was actually correct there. They're going pretty deep in the deck here. Yeah, maybe I have Makey to mistakey. Put a target creature on top. Turn into a rogue. Graveyard to the hand. Okay. Moon Snare Specialist. Well, that's absolutely a huge issue because this we'll just bounce this guy. So let's do this. Seems probably acceptable. Damn, we are close to killing him. Nine cards left. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, this is tricky to deal with for villain. 7 cards left to 7. Oh my god! +1 health, my only weakness. One last blast. Thank you warmly for 104 months in a row. One last blast. Holy shit. Hey, Day 9, do you have a Jin Gitaxias voice? I'll be real with you, one last blast. I don't. I don't, I just have the usual... Ah! Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Might be time to hit them chumps. I don't know, like, there seems to be very few animations that I've seen. That's good. We're probably going to have to lose Jin Gitaxias now. That's alright. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just don't quite have enough. Ooh, whoa, that was a close game. Ouchies, ouchies. A few things twisted one way or the other, we would have done it. JC, show you, we should have like the top 13 or so longest subs here. Top 13 or so. There's sites that scrape the data, but a lot, actually pretty much every site that scrapes data that I've ever seen has been very inaccurate. At least with regard to my stuff. I don't know if it's different for other channels, but for mine it's been pretty severe. Oh, hell yeah, look at this. Oh my god, the curve. We're curving. Oh, we're against Mr. Rogers? Well, let's beat the shit out of him. Lucas Motor said, do you remember your first stream? Why, I sure do. It was a match between Flash and Hero on Heartbreak Ridge, where Flash did a very early aggressive move against Hero that opened up some fast Mutalisk play. They can often be very difficult to defend against. Full set review is going to happen on the 26th of April. If you ask me what Day on Daily number 2 is, I have no idea. Shellfish Samurai. This is a safe attack, because this is unblocked no matter what. A little more damage out. Send this guy home. Same board state as before. And I will enter with that additional point. Protagonist, do you have a favorite stream? I don't know, probably... really just whatever I've been doing most recently. Whatever I've been doing most recently is always the best. Elden Ring. Elden Ring's probably my favorite. Like, I don't know. When it's done, it's kind of like saying, what is your favorite massage? The answer is whatever's happening right now. You know what I mean? Like, streaming is not really... at least nowadays, it's not like making episodes, you know, where you do some preparation and you think, and then you create it and you go, ah, that maybe didn't pan out the way that I wanted it to. What? I like really unbelievably don't understand what we're doing here. Control a modified creature, draw a card. Alright, well that's... yeah, that's actually incredible. It's good stuff for us. Good stuff for us. I actually might. Oh shit, I did it in the wrong order. Fuck, man. Ay. We would have killed this. Doesn't matter a lot. There's just not a lot of ways for my opponent to do stuff with this. I'm gonna keep dealing damage with the Moth Rider Patrol. Suit up, little spirited companion. Deals 2 damage to any target, 1 damage to each non-artifact creature an opponent controls. Why are there 2 arrows? Oh, it's target opponent. I see. Wonder why he's targeting this for 2 damage. Gotcha. It's an artifact dog now. Pay 1. Mill that. This one, please. Nice. Alright, so... Alright. Alright, 12 turns away. Yeah, the Goshen Tide Boundless Vigor would have been a little bit painful for us. Okay. Well, alright. We do have some recourse against this. It's going to stop as a 4-4. Oh, this is just +1/+1. I thought it was a counter. Holy crap, that's very good. I'm so glad we milled that. Woo! So this is going to stop swinging. This is terrific. All right. The control list is popping off, baby. Oh, I am just real happy we're picking off some of these, man. I am very, very rather unbelievably happy here. Mr. Rogers puts up a good fight. So this is whenever a warrior or samurai. Whenever a warrior or samurai, this is just an insect. Great, we're both working on milling him. Love it. We're both killing this guy. Yes, become card draw value. Yes! Oh, thank goodness. Drawing it. Oh, fuck yeah, man. That's the island I've been looking for. Oh, Crablar time. It's perfect. So glad we're running crabs. Autopay. This guy. We're getting in there. We're getting in there. Oh, Boseiju reaches skyward. Yes. Yes. Hey, Swinger Dinger. EUW. You were asking a little bit. Cast target enchantment from your graveyard this turn. Oh, that just wins the game for them, huh? Ooh, shitty shits. I mean, this is truly horrible news. Swinger Dinger, you got a question about trying to get a little motivated, huh? If I'm understanding you correctly. Choose blockers. This guy blocks like this. Short Circuit's gonna be good on the Boseiju. What's the next 30-day challenge? Probably fall, actually. Probably fall. That's actually an error. I do not think our opponent will live that long. Perfect. No, I fucking hit. Oh, wait, no, this is just one. Phew. Oh. We're milling him. We're gonna mill him and then we're gonna kill him. Put one target land from your graveyard on your library. You got it. Here it comes. Boop. Cast target artifact from your graveyard this turn. Jesus. Alright, we're actually fine. We are okay. We are okay. This is the longest draft that I have ever done in my life. I mean, this is insane. Don't mill the land. We should. If it was an odd number, we should not do it. But it's an even number, so we want to try to... Oh, no, it would need to be odd at the end of the turn. Actually, right. Alright, Boundless Sky, you got it. Flying Death Touch, okay. Alright. That'll be... Okay. Flying Death Touch. Wish I could eat this, but I can't. This is the clear block here. Alright, I eat these three. Anything else dealing 3 damage? No. But it is pretty important. We have a few timeouts, we should be okay. It is pretty important to pick off this guy, huh? Guy's gonna sack to blow something, sure, that one. Jesus. Perfect. Okay. Lifeling's fine. I think the Goshen Thigh of Lost Wisdom is going to do it for us. Oh my god, we're incredible. We are incroyable. Yes, 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 yes. Dude, Jin Gitaxias with some duplicated oaths? Hell yeah. Come on out, little baby cat. Combo's sick when it works. Well, I mean, honestly, a 5/5 that counters spells is it's just great. So, there's no spell that this can be that will mess with my stuff. None. There's not a single spell. So we have to block this flyer here. That's the obvious thing that we need to do there. We should... eat these two. No trample. There's no way for anything to get trample. Let's put a stop here. Look for 3 land cards and put them in, but is certainly going to get the spirit. Go ahead and pay to make this person mill. It's probably pretty annoying. We're going to Tameo this one, because if it dies, there's ways to recur things. This is just a spirit, so it's fine. Nice. Okay. Actually, I shouldn't have kept this one here. This is sort of a fringe card. This is the longest a draft will ever be. Yeah, kill the crab first and pick off Samurai. It's fine by me. Hey, 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 get out of here. This is a little scary. Excuse me. Come on, get out of here. Don't hit spacebar. Okay. This is the best play. This is the best play because, like, yeah. 4 damage is a lot. If there's a combination of removal, that could deal with our stuff, but if we just do it on theirs, they're going to need several turns to kill us. Great. Ooh, is this our breakpoint moment? Is this it? Is this really our breakpoint moment? What a great final hand. What a great final hand. Spirited Companion to get the Moonsnare Specialist out. Oh my god. So probably want to name blue here. Oh, interesting. Alright. Alright, Modern Age. Great. I am going to swing with this, because this seems like a... yeah, I mean, this card seems good. This is nice, because then this discard is actually a discard. Dude, are we going to Replication Specialist on a Mirror Shell Crab? I mean, this is some good stuff. This is some good stuff. What are we this draft? A Dingo 8, my baby. We are 4 and 3. It's going to be 4 and 2. 4 and 2. Trying to get to 5 and 2 to give all the believers. And then Swinger Dinger, we're going to answer your question when we come back from this little thing. Return it. Turn a thing to its owner's hand. Sure. Okay. So let's name this as blue. I think it's fine to just chuck some lands away. Got ourselves a hand that's chock full of land. Alright, nice. So this is all I'm trying to take over your content. Well, the thing is, we're not going to have time to do another draft. We're just not going to have time to do another draft. This was an incredibly fun drafting day, but we're not going to have enough time for another draft. So what do? Well, what I think we do is we just chat a little bit, go offline a little early, so that way I can shower, shave, and look super snazzy for my day tonight. Greater Tanuki. Oh, yeah. Okie dokie. Hot date. Good luck. Oh, nucleotide at this point in my life, it's all skill. When you cast a spell, your opponents can't cast spells with the same mana value as that spell until your next turn. Okay. I'm going to try to follow the Conda it. Might want to put it on this one. Might do that. Balance in all things. We might even be able to Mirror Shell Crab for some goodness. We just might. Beatdown Bros. Is Celeste sponsored or is something that caught your attention? It is. It is indeed a sponsored streameroni. Celeste, Baldur's Gate. Oh god, I'm just sitting here reminiscing about those games that I played when I was a kid. Oh yeah, no, okay. Celeste is like the games that I used to play as a kiddo. That just give me like a special sense of warmth. I feel a counterspell in my future. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is fine. I think this is fine. Yeah, Celeste is in the category of CRPGs. And for me, I'm just like, yeah, I'll play as many of those as sponsorship provides. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, the kinds of games that I'll always accept for a sponsorship... Again, first of all, it has to be of a certain quality bar. Like, if the game looks like garbage, and I read reviews, and the reviews are bad, stuff like that, no, the answer is no. But let's assume that the reviews seem good, there's some excitement about it, there's a reason I might be interested. The reason that I might wind up actually playing those kinds of games is if it's a card game, if it's a strategy game, if it's a simulation game, you know, something along these lines. Let's see, that's a Ganjo. Okay, let me just... I'm just going to counter this. There we go. Simulation games, card games, strategy games, indie games in general. Oh, dude. Exactly the kind of games that I adore. Exactly the kind of games that I adore. She's a 2/2. And so Solasta, I mean, it's an easy choice. I've played Solasta before. It's great. You know, it's like... terrific. All of these are fucking really good. Oh, wait. Oops. I did those wrong. Should have switched the order of those. So we'd actually lose a attacker. I think that's okay. Oh, I'm just gonna do this. Ozon said, do you remember some games from your childhood which you absolutely did not like or were really disappointing, like anti-nostalgia? Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good question. The lenses of nostalgia are incredibly powerful. I mean, what a challenge it is to think of anything that doesn't fit properly. I think this is probably not what we want. Look at this. Look at this. We are smashing forward. Thirst for knowledge on main 1. Oh, yeah. Dealing 4 to preserve or kill all 3. Ooh, thank you, Fuzzy Paws Jackson. That's a good call. I don't know, man. I remember really struggling with the Sega's competitor to the light gun for Nintendo. Or the light gun came with Duck Hunt. Hey, believers. Manage prediction, choose the outcome. Bum ba bum bum ba da 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 ba. Yeah, Aiden says, given that you like Baldur's Gate, have you tried the newish Pathfinder games like Pathfinder Kingmaker? I got major Baldur's Gate 1 vibes from it. The simple answer is, I have not, because 2022, or excuse me, 2021 and especially 2022, has had so fucking many good games. This is my biggest problem right now. There is an alarming amount of very, 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 very high quality games. Holy crap. I'm not worried about that. It's better to play the Golden Tail Disciple. Yeah, yes, Spanky, dude. Like, dude, I did play a fucking absolute trash stinker this year, which is kind of hilarious. A game called Normality. Yeah, hit me. No blocks. Perfect. Ah, this fucking guy. It's just a snake warrior. No artifacts here, huh? This is gonna be a wee bit close. 5-5. Into a 6-6. We're going 2 for 1 ourselves, but I think this is good to do. Nice. Alright. Alright, it's gonna exile, it's gonna come back. No artifacts at all seen from my opponent's side. Let's turn this puppy sideways. Take our 3. I don't know, maybe this is okay. No attacks. No attacks at all. None in the slightest. Holy shit, that like super duper fucking owns us. Whoa. Goodness. Vigilance haste. You guys should accept a little pain here. Let's play the Imperial Oof. So this is helpful a little bit, but I think that we are just getting murdered by green, which feels pretty cool. It feels pretty appropriate. Any distribution of counters in any way is terrible for us. The fact that our opponent has counters is going to lose us the game. Kill this off. 1, 2, 3. Kill this off. That's what I got. I think this is what we do. Like, obviously, if the other guy just gets buffed, we're dead, but I think we're dead in that case as well. Anyways, going to 1 feels good. Feels good, man. Holy shit, it's a fucking flyer, and we actually have an answer for this. Modern Age, please. Alright. Draw a card, then discard a card. Chuck the lucky offering. Chuck it. Oh. Modern Age, here it comes. Bang. Draw a card, discard a card. Drawing, and chucking the crab. Alright, this is okay. This is... We're doing okay. He's gonna think to himself, I've got it. I know what I am to do. He's gonna swing with that, and then we're going to send this to the ground. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can pick off this guy. That one's not dealing any damage. Still have a 2-2 alive. Okay. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. Ah, damn it. Ah, come on. We could have, like, double blocked and single blocked. That was another alternative. But we're dead. We did it. We died. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Hell, hell, hell.